Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, thank you for the opportunity to present today. Hello, my name is Alwanu Apriliani, name 33,220,162, Faculty of Language and Communication English Literature Study Program. And today, I'm going to talk about final exam syntax. I hope you find it insightful and interesting. Okay, let's continue the first one, table of contents. We will discuss the first one, introduction, the second one, deep structure, and the next, surface structure, and the last part is conclusion. Producing to the next slide is introduction. In any modern theory of the syntax, there are two main concepts are recognized. The first one is deep structure, and the second one, surface structure. These two concepts are crucial to understanding how the meaning and the form of the sentence are forward and how variation in language expression can be systematically explained. And this theory also point out the limitation of a traditional grammatical approach that only implies a surface from without considering the deep structure of the meaning. Therefore, an understanding of deep structure and surface structure is essential for studying language phenomena too, and including in explaining ambiguity, variation in expression, and the relationship between language and the logic. Okay, let's look at the next slide. Deep structure. Deep structure in Indonesian often refers to the deep structure or batin structure. Is abstract or deep representation of the meaning and the basic syntactic relationship in a sentence. And deep structure capture the fundamental meaning and the professional relationship of the sentence, including grammatical function and the relationship between lexical elements. And deep structure reflects the actual meaning that the speaker want to convey before the sentence is transformed into its actual spoken or written form is called survey structure. In other words, deep structure is the conceptual form or basic idea that is the source of the different sentence from on the surface. And to the next point, survey surface structure. Surface structure, also called outer structure or core structure, is a tellable or actual form of the sentence that is spoken, written, or directly observed. And while deep structure is a more abstract representation that deal with the basic meaning of the sentence, and the surface structure is the end result of transformation process that turn of the deep sentence and into sentence that can be hide or read in everyday communication. And the next function and the rules, deep structure and surface structure. The first one is uh, deep structure, representation of basic meaning. Deep structure, strong proportional meaning and the grammatical relationship between sentence elements such as subject, predicate, and object. And the second one, basic for transformation. Deep structure is the basic of the grammatical transformation and the process that the produce surface structure with is the tangible and observable form of the sentence. And the next, explaining ambiguity. Deep structure help explain the phenomenon of ambiguity in language because one surface structure from can have more than one deep structure with different meaning. And the last, mid structure of the language. And language is a manifestation of the natural structure of the human mind. And deep structure is the mental recitation of the actual idea or uh, attention in language. The next, function and rules surface structure. The first one is the real form of the sentence. Surface structure is the form of the sentence that appears in speech or writing, which can be immediately recognized and understood by speaker and listener. And the second one is the result of transformation. Surface structure is the produce to transformation rules that transform deep structure into a form that conform grammatical rules and the context of communication. And the next variation of the verb. Variation sentences that are different on the surface structure can come from the same deep structure. So the surface structure allow for a variation of language expression. And the last, social interaction and pragmatic. Surface structure also reflects in social and pragmatic aspect of the language, such as language um, style, policy, and communication context uh, that influence the form of the sentence use. Okay, the next slide, we will discuss example and analysis. There are three examples. The first one, example, active and passive. Active sentence, the boy loves the girls. And the passive sentence, the girls is loved by the boy. And there's two sentences have different surface structure, but the deep structure is the same, right? Which is the basic relationship between subject, predicate, and the object. And the next example, ambiguity. The sentence, the naughty colonist's wife died. The surface structure is clear, but deep structure is ambiguous. Thus, naughty refer to the wife or the colonels. This shows that one's surface structure can have more than one deep structure. And the next is example Indonesia language. The first one anjing itu menggigit, and the next orang itu menggigit orang, or orang itu digigit orang. Sentence one and two have the same deep structure, right? And the basic meaning people fall victim to dog bites. And even though their surface structure are different. And uh, from this point, we can see the deep structure and surface structure are connected by transformation rules in transformational generative grammar. And the transformation process allow one deep structure to produce several different surface structure or five several surface structure can have the same deep structure, and deep structure represents the basic meaning, while surface structure is the result of the transformation, which can be a change in the word order, a change in the sentence for active and the passive, or the additional of certain elements. And transition to the last material is conclusion. Uh, the concept of deep structure and surface structure are fundamental in generative linguistics, and deep structure represents deep meaning and the syntactic relation, while surface structure is a tangible form we use in the communication. And the relationship between the two, the breadth of transformation rules, which allow variation in language expression without losing basic meaning. And uh, understanding deep structure and surface structure help us see that the meaning of the sentence is not always a bridge from its form. So we can analyze language more deeply and systematical. And now uh, that we are conferred at the first time, let's move on the second part. Thank you. And this presentation, I will explain the structure of the sentence using a tree diagram with a visual representation how the sentence is organized and how is a part relate to each other. And the main structure is labeled as S with standard of the sentence. And this sentence is divided into two main parts. The first one is the noun phrase or NP, which function as the subject, and the verb phrase or VP, which acts as a predicate. And the first one is the sentence: "The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy ducks." And the subject NP in this number one is the quick brown fox. The phrase consists of three components. The first one is determine the which introduce the noun to adjective. The first one is the quick, and the second one is the browns, and which describe the noun, and the noun itself is a fox. And this showed that the subject is a noun phrase modified by adjective to provide more detail. Moving to the predicate, the VP consists of the verb jump, which describe the action, right, and the prepositional phrase or PP over the lazy duck. And the PP adds additional information about where the action takes place. Within the PP, there is a proportional uh, over, and then another noun phrase is the lazy duck, with several as an object of the preposition. And this NP is made up of the determiner, the adjective lazy, and the noun is a duck. And next, the second one sentence is the tree diagram for the sentence. The girl who is wearing a red dress is dancing. And break down the sentence into two main parts, of course, the subject and the predicate. The subject is a noun phrase and P consists of the determined, of course, the, and the noun is a girl, and the relative clause and C who is wearing a red dress. This describe the girl inside the relative clause who is the relative pronouns, and the followed by the verb phrase VP is wearing a red dress. Where is the auxiliary verb wearing is the main verb, and the red dress is another noun phrase with the determiner a adjective red and noun dress right. And the next the predicate is a verb phrase VP is dancing, the simple VP, and where component uh, connect to express that the girl specifically uh, the one wearing a red dress is performing the action of the dancing. And the next, the three sentence. Um, the sentence is Zefano showed the Yehenzikla with the telescope. And the subject NP is the simple and the consists of only one noun. Is a Zefano, right? Which is the person performing the action. And the VP or predicate has two parts, the main verb show and the more complex NP serving as an object. And this object NP include the determine, and the noun is yes, kriya, and the prepositional phrase PP with the telescope. And the PP provide additional information about Yehen Zikla and consists of the preposition uh, with the another NP, which include the determine the then the noun is telescope. And this tree diagram clearly show the hierarchical structure of the sentence, where the prepositional phrase with the telescope modifier Yehezeklia river that the verb and show understanding the structure help uh, clarify the meaning of the sentence and the how each part uh, relates to the another. And the next structure, the she believed that the Earth is round, using a tree diagram to show is the structure clearly. And the first one is the subject and P of the pronouns is she, which identify who is the performing the action, right? And the VP consists the main verb belief and the complementer phrase uh, CP that adds more information about what she believes. The CP introduces a new clause with the complements that which connect the main structure and main sentence to this embed clause. And inside this clause, there is another sentence compares of this subject, MP the earth and VP is around. Um, the subject NP include the determine the and the noun earth, while VP consists of the verb is and the adjective phrase is around that describe the earth. This tree diagram help us understand how the sentence is built. The main subject she perform the action belief and what she believe is a whole clause explaining uh, the earth is around. And the last um, sentence is the house where I grew up has been demolished. And the subject and be consists of the determine the and the noun is house, of course. And a relative clause where I grew up that provide additional information about the house. This relative clause begin with a relative adverb, where, of course, and the consists a smaller sentence with the pronoun I as a subject and the verb phrase grow up and the predicate VP describe what happened to the house and includes the auxiliary verb has been and the main verb demolish. The tree diagram visual demonstrate how the relative clause demo demofied the noun house, giving more contents about which house is being talked about. And the main action of the sentence is explains the VP, showing that the house has been demolished. So there are uh, that's all my presentation uh, of syntax. Thank you for the listening. Goodbye.